morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel, Jono's Adventure. As you can see, we are it's not docked. We are going to be tendering in. We are in Georgetown, Grand Cayman. And today is the 21st of June and oh my goodness, 21st of January. The year can't be over yet. Today is January 21st, day 12. It's a Wednesday, and we have anchored here at 7, and the last tender boat is at 3. And today we have a land and sea shore excursion. So we meet for our tender boat down in the Commodore room, and apparently this is what we're going to do. We're going to glide through the sea in an air-conditioned, semi-submersible submarine, and then we go back on shore, which is part of the land and sea, and we get to take photos of the 7 Mile beach, and then there's a place called, believe it or not, Hell. So we're going to go there, and then get to taste some rum. So it's kind of a 3.5-hour shore excursion, and then we'll probably have a little bit of time for some shopping if we want. I'm kind of saving my shopping for Cozumel, but it's going to be a nice day. It looks a little cloudy out right now, but the sun's coming up, and like I said, it's only 7:30 right now in the morning, and it's going to be a nice day. So just recapping a little bit, if you guys didn't see my video from yesterday, we had a day at sea, and last night we saw the movie. You would think that this is late in the day. Last night we saw the show Beetlejuice, and oh my goodness, it was so good, and they had such good props and good the good singers, and it was funny, and the singing was good, the songs were excellent. So it really was good. It was Beetlejuice the musical is what it was, but the sets were great. I think a lot of people really didn't get some of it because of the movie. If they didn't see the movie Beetlejuice, they wouldn't get the gist of what Beetlejuice is about. So we're just going to have a nice day today again. Nothing planned for dinner tonight, nothing planned for any shows. We always get this Freestyle Daily, and it gives us the information for what's coming up for the next day. So it tells you the temperature, it tells you the sunrise, tells you the sunset, even though I get the two mixed up when I'm talking to you guys, and what day it is, where we are, and then it'll give you information for what's on tap for tonight, entertainment. It gives you all the information that you need to know about the dining and the specialty dining, the bars and lounges, and it gives you all the times and everything. So very much impertinent information, and it gives you the hours of operations for experiences such as the go-kart area where you can play darts or miniature golf. It also tells you about the slides when they're open, shopping, anything for the youth, and of course the guest services, all of the times there. So that's good. And then it breaks it down even more, so hour by hour. So it's something that I take along with me, because not only that, it has port agent information if I ever needed it. I have never been asked for my ID. You don't take my social security. I don't take my social security card anywhere. My passport, I have a copy of it here, and then I have taken a picture of it on my phone. But the one port we were asked before we came on board, your key card and a picture ID. Well, I didn't have any picture IDs. I said, this is it. My key card has a picture if I go on board. So she said, you know, you need to. I said, okay, I will. I mean, I had a couple cards with my name on it, but nothing with my picture ID. So therefore, I've taken my driver's license and just put it in my little wallet. So I take that along. They're mostly just a security, guys, and I'm not saying I don't want to ever do that. It's just something that I just had never really yeah. But anyway, I'm just babbling on. I'm just excited to get off the ship and see Grand Cayman. So this will be kind of interesting to go and see what we can walk around and see a little bit. I'd like to know a little bit more about it. So okay, well guys, I'll take you along for the day. Of course, I'll recap in the evening like I always do.
sunk in Grand Cayman's crystal waters on January 5, 2011, the Kittiwake began her life as an artificial reef that is perfect for both snorkelers and divers to enjoy. A visit to the Kittiwake is a chance to explore both history and nature all at the same time. It's one of the world's top 12 wreck dives. Hell is an area within the district of West Bay, Grand Cayman. Its name comes from a group of short, black limestone formations located in the area. Its eerie and rather sinister look is what gave it its infamous name.
Well, good evening, everybody from the high seas. We have left Grand Cayman Islands and we're on our way to Cozumel. But today we are still at day 12. It's Wednesday night and it's early, actually. It's only 10:30. So not that we did a lot. We did our tour, which wasn't bad. We had a really nice submarine that, you know, is halfway underwater. And it was very interesting because they had the guy go, and we got out to a certain point, and then he got off the ship and went underwater and was feeding the fish. The fish are all around, and he went from one side to the front to the back. And it was really nice to have him do that because it made it nice to see all these different kinds of fish. Got done with that, and then we were on our way to, we saw the 7 Mile Beach, which was very nice, very scenic. And then we went to rum factory. It wasn't a factory really, it was just a little gift shop, and they offered rum cake to taste. And then we went to hell. So that, I guess the story behind it is somebody was shooting a bird or something. He says, man, this place is like hell. And then another place, somebody said the same thing, and so they named it hell. And it's just mostly the formation of the rocks. It almost looks like Lord of the Rings kind of atmosphere, as the rocks are all weird looking for some reason, almost volcanic looking. So they call it hell. So that ends up being a funny thing. It's like, we've been to hell and back and that. But they do stamp your passport if you want that. Or I just did my my little card, part of my excursion ticket, and had that stamped. And it was a 3.5 hour tour. We were back on the ship pretty easy. About 2, we went to, right away came back to our rooms, and then we went to the local, which we had a hamburger and just kind of relax a bit. And I'm done with sun, so I just got a chair and had my book, and Karen had her chair, and she was kind of in the sun for a little while. And we just made it a really super relaxed day. The lunch was filling, so we really didn't need to do any dinner plans or anything. She came back to her room and showered while I read my book, and then we watched the sunset, and that was kind of pretty. Of course, you guys are going to see all the pictures of this. And then from there, she went ahead and went down to the Belvedere bar. I came up to my room just to get rid of my book and my day bag, and went on down. I didn't change clothes or anything. We just got a bottle, got a glass of wine there, and then we decided we'd go up to the observation lounge, because usually that's pretty quiet. But guys, it was not that early, not that late. So on our way there, we had to go through the Garden Cafe, and of course it's called Surfside Grill, I think. Anyway, we went through there, and I says, oh, pizza. And she says, well, we have to eat it here. And I says, oh, I got my one earring on. Sorry. She said, we can eat it at the observation lounge. And so she said, are you sure? And I said, yeah. So we went to the observation lounge with our little plate of pizza. And on the way, we met Bobby, who's a new friend that we met on the ship. And he said he was on his way just to meander around. And so I said, well, join us up in the observation lounge. So that's where we hung out for a couple hours, just chit-chatting and that. So I think that's all I have for you tonight. Listen, if you like my videos, give me that thumbs up, comment, ask questions, subscribe if you haven't already, of course. And I will see everybody on my next video. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope whatever you're doing, you're being safe. And until my next video, love you all.